Hello everyone and welcome to Texafire. This is the third part of Reflect.run tutorial. In previous lecture, we have learned about how we can edit the test cases, about the AI prompts, assertions, text and visual validations. And in this video, we will learn what are segments, how to create them, their uses and how to manage and edit them. So first, understand what segments are. Segments are basically a group of test steps which allows you to reuse those steps across multiple times. They help in reducing redundancy and make the test maintenance very easy. They are also helpful for repetitive steps like login flows, navigations, form submissions. These are the benefits of segments. Reusability, which I have just discussed, that we can use a set of test steps across multiple test cases. Next is maintainability. Like if we want to update our test cases, we have to just update once in a segment and it will get automatically reflected on all the other test cases which are using those segments. Third is efficiency. By using segments, we can create our test cases very easily. Even the correction is also very quick. And fourth is organization. That means we can simplify our complex writing into small modules and we can manage each and everything in small modules. So now we know what segments are. So let's create one. To create a segment, first we have to log in into Reflect and we have to open a test dashboard. So let's go to Reflect first. I have already created a test case to create a contact. We are using our same contact list app. To perform any test case here, we have to first log in always. And for regression testing, we have to create contact every time. So let's create these two segments. First for the login part and second for creating the contact, because these are the most reusable test steps which we are using in the regression testing. So as you can see that I have created creating a new contact test case already. So let's open it. What we are doing here, for in the very first step, we are navigating to this particular app, contact list app. Then we are clicking on the email field, putting the email values, password, submit. So these are the steps of login. And next, we are creating the contact by clicking on add a new contact button, filling up all the data, and then clicking on the submit. So these are the two things which we are doing in this particular test case. So now let's create a segment. To create a segment, we have to select those steps which we want to include in that segment. For login segment, I want to include these 5 steps. I will select them and click on create a segment. I'll give a name to that segment as is for the login. So I'll give a name as login segment. Add segment and save. That's it. Our segment has been created. Login segment. Similarly, in the same way, we can create a segment for adding a contact. So let's start from here all the way to submit button. Click on create segment, creating a contact. Add segment and save. The moment we click on save, now our segment will look like this. If we click on it, it will expand the steps like this. So till now we have learned how to create a segments. Now we will use this segment in another test case. Suppose I am writing a test case for updating a contact or deleting a contact. For that I need to log in first, then create a contact. So let's get start with using these segments into another test case. So if we want to see our segments, so we can see here the list of segments which we have created. We have created just 2 segments so far, so and they are listed here. So now let's create a new test case. Suppose for deleting a new contact. Dinger contact. Which is recording. You have to click on this plus button, insert a segment, login segments, and now these all 5 steps are get added automatically. Click again, insert a segment, and creating a contact. Okay, now save and let's run this. Run test, watch the test live. So test ran very quickly, so we can view the test by its recording new result. Yeah, that's it. You can see in just 2 simple steps we have covered so many, like 31 test steps in just adding just 2 simple segments. So now we can perform further according to test case. Now I'll show you how to make changes in each segment. Suppose with this login segment, I want to change the login. Okay, this is my segment, and now I want to log in with different account. So I have to just update this here. Suppose I want to log in with, I just need to change these credentials and save. Now if I run my test case, it will log in with ritu@gmail.com account. As you can see, the input has already changed. So I have used this segment only in one test case. If you use this segment in multiple test cases, in like 100 test cases, 200 test cases, so you don't worry about changing login in every test case. You have to just update your segment and your job is done. So you can watch the result. This recording is the best part of the Reflect. Yeah. So it's done. Look how simple it is. This is how we can manage our test cases, making our workflows very faster and much more efficient. By using segments, we have saved a ton of time and make our test cases very easy to maintain. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to Tech Sapphire. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any question regarding this video. In the next video, we will learn about API testing in Reflect. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.